Last video we have covered the vectors, constructors and some of the very important methods, that is capacity and ensure capacity. So we have covered all type of constructors available in the vector. So in this video we are going to learn about the remaining vector specific methods. Okay, so let's start with the directly practical implementation for the vectors method. So now you can find here I have created the one class called as a vectors method, and in that I have created one vector by using a default constructor. So vector of integer type, and I have given the name as a v1. After that I have added the 5 element from 0 to 4. Then I have printed this vector. Okay, so let's try to run this. So here you can find we are getting the output as a 0 1 2 3 4. So these are the 5 elements I have added into the vector v1. Now if you search or if you see this vector.class file, that is the source file of for the vector class, so you will find all the methods available in this. Okay, so first one, these are the methods, these are the variables. So for first method is vectors, initial capacity and capacity increment, we have already seen that. Then another vector with the initial capacity, we have already seen that. Then next one is vector. When we create the any object with the vector default constructor, by default it capacity or size will be 10. Okay, by default capacity will be 10. We have covered that. We also covered that vector with the already existing collection, so that also we have covered. So next one is copy into. So next method is copy into. So what it does actually, it creates the another array of the elements from the vector, means whatever the element we have in the vector will copy to the array which are we are going to give as a parameter. So let me show you. For that we need to create, because we have created the vector of integer, so we have to create one array of the integer. So what I have done here, I have created the integer array of the size 5, because I have the element, how many element in the vectors, I have the 5 elements, so that's why I have created the array of integer with the length is 5. Now we have the method, that is v1 dot copy into, and I have given the parameter of this newly created array. So what will happen now, all the elements from this v1 vector will copy into this array, that is int array. And now what I have done, I have printed the elements from this array. Okay, so what will happen now, the elements from v1 will copy into this array, and to verify this what I have done, so I have printed this all elements from this array. Okay, now let's try to run this. So here you can find whatever the element from the vector are copied into the newly created array. So that is working fine. So that is all about the first method. So you may have a question, what will happen if the we are creating the array of the more than length whatever we have the vector. So currently what is the size of vector? It's a 5, and now I am creating the array of the size 10. What will happen now? It will copy the all 5 elements and remaining element as a null. So here you can find, if your array is more than the length of or size of the vector, then remaining elements will be by default null. Okay, and what will happen if I given the array of the size less than the size of vector, let's give this as a 3. Now what I have done, I have created the array of the size 3, but how many elements I have in the vector? 5. So what will happen now, it will give the exception like array index of out of bound exception. So here you can find it has thrown the exception array index out of bound exception, because it didn't find the space to copy this 3 and 4th element, because we have given the only 3 as a size. So that is all about the copy into function. So let me comment this so that we can see on the next method. So we have covered this copy into. So next method is trim to size. What actually trim to size does? Let me explain by example. So yes, in previous video I told you by default capacity for the vector will be 10, right? Means whenever we create the vector, its by default capacity is 10. Now I have added only 5 elements. So by default capacity of this vector v1 is 10 and I have added the 5 elements only, right? So what will happen? So 5 memory spaces will be waste, memory location will be waste. So what I want to utilize or remove this memory wastage. So what I want to reduce the capacity as well, because now what happen, capacity is 10 but I am actually storing the element 5. Means what I want to do now, I want to reduce the capacity to the actual size. So now for that we have the method called as trim to size. What it will do, it will trim the capacity to its original size. Means whatever the element, how many elements you have in a vector, it will trim all original capacity up to this size only. So let me show you what I have done here. I have printed the original capacity. What is the capacity for the v1 now? It will be by default 10. Okay, then and what is the size of this our array? Sorry, vector. It's a 5. Okay. Now what I have done, v1 dot trim to size. So it will remove the remaining 5 spaces and it will keep the capacity as now 5. And after that what I have done, I have printed again the capacity. Now this will be the new capacity. So let's try to run this. So here you can find the original capacity was 10. Okay, after v1 dot trim to size, so new capacity is 5. Means whatever the element we have, it will trim the capacity up to that size. Let me try to do this one thing. Let me try one another element. Let's add 9. Okay, so now how many elements I have? It's a 6 element. So what will be the trim to size? Now it has a 6 element, so that's why the new capacity, that is trim to size, will be 6. Here you can find whatever the size of the vector, that will be the new capacity after the function trim to size. So that is how this trim to size works. Now the third method is ensure capacity. We have already covered. Grow is private method, private protected, this publics. So this is our new method called as set size. What it is do? Sets the size of this vector. If the new size is greater than the current size, the item are added. Means suppose I have the vector which has a currently, so how many size is, it's a 5, right? I have the 5 element store, that's why the current size is 5. Now if I use the set size and I given the input as a 10, what it will do, it will add the remaining 5 as a null element. Okay, and what will happen if I give the size, new size as the less than the original size? If the new size is less than the current size, all the component at index and greater than are discarded. Means I have the original size as a 5 and now I am giving the new size as a 3. So it will keep the only 3 element and it will remove the remaining 2 element from this vector. So let's try now. Now what I have done, so first one, I have printed the current size. So what is current size? It's a 5 because we have the only 5 element added, so it will be 5. Now this is for current vector. I have given right, I have written this only for the demonstration so that you can get the clear picture. So what I am doing, I am printing the current vector. Now I have used the method v1 dot set size. So current size is 5. Now I am trying to set the size as a 3, means I am reducing the size. So what will happen now? So let's check the new size. What will be the new size and what will be the new vector? So what will be the new vector? It will remove the last two elements from the vector. It will keep only the up to this, because we have given the new set size as a 3. So let's try now. So here you can find our current size was 5 and this was our original vector. Now we have set the new size as a 3, and what is the vector, resultant vector? Here you can find only 3 elements are present, other 2 elements are discarded. What will happen if I give the larger a new size, whatever we have originally? So what I have given now, 8 as a newly set size. Okay, so now what will happen, it will add the null, means it will increase the size up to 8 and it will copy all these element up to 5 and remaining are the 3 position, it will add the null there. So here you can find these are the original element and after that remaining position will be the by default element will be the null. Okay, this is all about the set size. Now the next method is capacity. We have already covered. Size is the common thing. Is empty is also the common method which we have already covered in collection and list. Then element is nothing but to use to create a cursor, that is the enumeration. So cursor is nothing but the same thing whatever we have seen, that is list iterator, these are and enumeration. These are the three cursors of the collection framework. So we will cover this in a another video. We are going to differentiate between these three cursor, iterator, list iterator and enumeration. So we will cover in another video that one. So content is from collection, then index of is a thing that means it will return the index of the element in the vector. Now next one is same index of. So let me cover this one actually because this has some different thing. So let me cover. So index of what it will return the index. Suppose I have this element present in the vector. Now what I want the index of 2. So what is the method present in this? So it's a index of. So it will return the index of this particular element. So now I have used v1 dot index of 2. So what is the index of 2 now? Starting from 0. Index is starting from 0. 0, 1, 2. Right. So let's try to run now. So it should return 2. So here you can find index of 2 is 2. Okay. Now the next method is index of with object and int index. So what is the second parameter? It will search this object in the vector from this index, specified index. Okay. So let me give the one example. Suppose I want to search the, let me explain you by example, right? Take me another. So let me add another element v1 dot add, let me add a duplicate element that is 2. Now what will be our vector? It will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 2. Now what I want? I want to search this vector from this 3. It should avoid these elements and it should start from this for the element 2. This 2 is added now only. So what I want? I want to search this vector from 3, 4, 5 remaining element. I don't want to search in the vector up to the index 2, right? So what I will do for that, I will use the method v1 dot index of 2 and let's give the position as a fourth. So sorry, it first will be the object which we want to search and second will be the index from where we want to search actually. So let's give the position number as a 4. Now let's try to run. So what is the position is third, that is the fifth, because it is present at the position number fifth. 2 is present at the position number fifth because I have searched from this only. If I give the starting search this from the starting, then what will happen? If I give this specific index not from fourth, let's give from the 0th, means it should start searching from the 0th index. Then what will be the position of the 2? Of course it will be the third index. It will find here only. Okay, now let's try to run now. So here you can find the third here you can find the position of 2 in the vector. It is as a 2 because it's starting from 0, right? Index number is starting from 0, that's why 0, 1, 2, it is present at the third position. That is all about this method called as index of. Index of means one is without the index from where you want to search, and the one is with object and second parameter as the index from where you actually want to search the vector. So that is all about the index of method.